In the fight against addiction, recovery doesn't always begin in a clinic. It can sometimes start in the back of an ambulance. I was able to ride along with a local woman who is helping turn moments of crisis into chances for change. Cynthia Haley's not a trained EMT, but she responds to calls alongside Roanoke Fire EMS.
Well, Cynthia, this is a perfect one for you.
All right.
She's a registered peer recovery specialist with the Bradley Free Clinic, helping patients who have overdosed or are dealing with substance use and addiction. Haley tells me she sees herself in every patient she meets.
I struggled with addiction for over 10 years, and addiction robbed me of everything good in life, from my family to my job, my dignity, and eventually my freedom. So I understand firsthand what it's like to have to come back from nothing.
Just 2 years ago, the city of Roanoke ranked second in the country for the highest rate of non-fatal opiate overdoses.
I suffered from an overdose, and I remember feeling very scared, confused, and alone. So if I would have had somebody there like myself to maybe say, hey, you're not in trouble and you're not alone, together we'll get through this, I think that could have made a huge impact on my recovery journey.
Fire EMS is very good at keeping people alive. We're very good at reversing the overdose with Narcan and making sure that people are alive and able to return back to their normal life. But what we have found is that we're terrible with those soft skills and making those connections of getting people and helping people get into recovery.
Fire EMS Captain Jason Folk recalls a time when he first realized the scope of the problem.
I think it was probably 21. I had probably one of the most impactful calls that I've ever run. And that was a double overdose in Southeast. And that's what stemmed a lot of this, because we had one fatality and one that lived, and we had a family of children and parents downstairs that we had to break that news to. So that was extremely impactful, and that was one of the catalysts that has driven a lot of this program for me.
But Folk says compassion fatigue was wearing on first responders who couldn't understand the why of addiction. That is, until the Responders for Recovery program launched in Roanoke in 2023.
That's where Bradley comes in. That's where these peer recovery specialists come in. They have lived experiences that we don't have, and they can connect with these individuals that are experiencing this disorder like we can't. And therefore, they're able to build these relationships and connect these people to all the resources that we have here in the Valley and beyond.
Tonight at 11, I'll take you along with me as they respond to an overdose call, and I'll show you how Haley's story is inspiring change one ride at a time.